My trip has gotten more weird, and I want to give you an update. And I really thought about where the line is with like keeping things confidential and also being able to share my trip. But I know for a fact that the guy that I was staying with doesn't have an Instagram, and also I don't think he will ever find out. And I really want to share my story on here, so I'm so sorry. Okay, so I start at Jenny's place. I leave the sauna. I'm with my little heavy backpack. I try to hitchhike to the location. That doesn't really go as planned. I end up going by train and by bus, and that's all right. So I'm at this guy's place that I found online. And he already mentioned that he had a dog and that his mom was also staying there. I was like, that's fine, that's all right. Like we can share. But his mom was living in the living room behind curtains, so that was kind of like a weird vibe. Also, I never really met the mom, so that gave sort of like weird-ish vibes. Also, I was staying in the same room as this guy that I was sleeping with, and also sharing the room with his 4-month-old dog that was not potty trained, so the dog pissing everywhere. Yeah, so that's already kind of intense situation. Also, he's smoking weed the entire day. Also in the room that we're both sleeping in, and there's not really a window. But we are talking comfort, and maybe sometimes it's good to get out of your comfort zone and do things that you're uncomfortable with. And it was seriously something that I was a bit uncomfortable with, and I was like, maybe that's exactly why I need to do it. So it's kind of fun. Then we go to the beach. It's a beautiful sunset. Then we go to the park, and I talk too much. So I really overshare with this guy, like way too much information about my life. And then he does the same with me. And then he starts saying like, Hitler actually was kind of good guy, and all Jews are bad. And I'm sitting there and like, I don't think that's a good thing to say, and I don't think that's true. So I'm debating with him, and it intrigued me. He started telling that Madonna drinks the blood of babies and that the earth is flat, and I'm so interested. So I decided to spend another night there, also kind of uncomfortable, also kind of interesting to be inside somebody's world that is a doomsday thinker. Yeah, and then at some point the water tap turned off. And then there also wasn't any water anymore in the apartment. And then I was like, this is my cue. I got to leave. And that's what I did. And now I'm in Lisbon.